begin again. This is a case that should never have been brought. It's a disgrace to the New York state and city court system, and all of the cases are, frankly.
Donald Trump has been fined $9,000 for violating a gag order in his criminal hush money trial in New York. The judge warned the former president he could be jailed if he violates the order again. Errol Barnett joins us from outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan, where he's been covering all the developments today. Errol, good to see you.
Hey there, Nancy. Great to see you. That gag order violation was really the first headline this morning, and Judge Merchan made clear that 9 out of the 10 times prosecutors said Trump violated it, he agrees with. So now you have this $9,000 fine, but the judge also acknowledged that $9,000 perhaps isn't that much to a man with Donald Trump's claimed net worth. And so that's why he also added this warning, saying that any more willful violations may lead to a necessary incarceration of the former president. But it does seem that Judge Merchan is trying to avoid that, partly because of the delay in this decision and also waiting until Thursday to decide on the 4 additional gag order violations. But what was noteworthy, Nancy, is that by the judge's imposed deadline of 2 p.m. this afternoon, Donald Trump had removed those Truth Social posts, had removed the commentary from his website, which criticized potential witnesses like Stormy Daniels and Kara McDougal, and called jurors that are part of this trial liberal activists. So the gag order appears in the short term to be working, but there's more to hear on that front this Thursday.
And how has Trump acted since he was fined and threatened with jail time? Is he being more careful about what he says about some of these witnesses?
Well, it's interesting because if you listen to the commentary he makes before he leaves and when he gets here, he's saying the same types of things, calling this a witch hunt and saying the trial should have never come forward. But there is a different character inside when you watch the proceedings. Donald Trump is attentive. He engages with his lawyers, asks questions, listens to testimony, despite how scarring it may be for his defense that he had nothing to do with this. And his son, Eric Trump, was here today. This is the first time we've seen any family member inside the courtroom with him, and they were seen discussing things during breaks. So you have this real split screen between the man running for president again, saying all these things outside the courtroom and on Truth Social, while inside he's kind of like any other American during this trial and is a criminal defendant, sitting silently.
That is an interesting dichotomy. Errol, the court today heard testimony from a bank executive named Gary Farrow and from a lawyer named Keith Davidson. What did they have to say? What's their significance?
Well, this is key, Nancy, because they're really the connective tissue now that links the star witness that we had last week and Gary Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, and some of the upcoming star witnesses like Michael Cohen and Donald Trump if he testifies. Gary Farrow confirmed that he was the banker who set up the LLCs, these limited liability companies that were apparently used as shell companies to make the payments to Stormy Daniels. And then we heard from Keith Davidson, a lawyer who represented both Daniels and Kara McDougal and facilitated making sure they got their money. And just before court adjourned today, Tuesday, Keith Davidson testified that it was after the Access Hollywood tape was released in October of 2016 and before the November election that there was a sense of urgency to pay Stormy Daniels. And that's the backbone of the 34 felony counts in this case.
Very interesting. Court has wrapped up for the day and recess tomorrow. Errol Barnett in Lower Manhattan, thank you so much.